Good evening. This is Dr. Kim Illinois, a journalist. I want to give you an update on Woodberry. It's a little bit dark in my living room because it's approaching 6:30. Our generator goes on at 7, so bear with me. We might end up in the dark here by the time I'm done with this video. I want to do it real quick though. Woodberry is Olalekan Conley. He is the friend of Hushpuppi, accomplice, whatever you want to call it, but they were both taken by the American authorities to the US last year via extraordinary rendition. They were accused of multiple fraud, money laundering, conspiracy to commit money laundering, hacking computers, everything. You guys saw me on the Rise News, and I told you guys the latest on Hushpuppi. Hushpuppi is supposed to be sentenced in October. We have 3 days left in October, and he has not been sentenced, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. I updated Abakiari's case yesterday, and all I got is people abusing me on all my platforms. I'm not working right now. I just decided to update these cases because I told you after these cases I'm not doing any more investigative journalism on Nigerian soil. But apparently, the stuff I wrote yesterday about Kiari looks like it's in the Punch newspapers now. There's been no formal extradition. Kiari's going back to work. Well, let's talk about Woodberry. If you like, believe me. If you like, don't believe me. I really don't care. After these guys and the financial fraud, I'm going to something else. I'm going to be doing something else. Okay? I tried to do this video on Facebook about an hour ago, 30 minutes ago. And as I was on Facebook, people were insulting me. I don't need it. You know what I mean? You guys don't distract me, okay? I will end this video now, okay? And I wouldn't even do it again, all right? I don't want any distractions. If I knew how I could kill comments here, I'll kill it, okay? The video is not supposed to be clear. Just listen to what I'm saying. I'm going to put the phone on my leg, and you can see whatever. Hopefully you can hear me now. Are you going to concentrate now? You can look at my light now, okay? Let me know when you're ready. Just type ready. Because I really can't tolerate bullshit. I can't. I really can't. You know, I'm tired. I'm 57 going on 58. Right now, I'm very, very tired. Okay? Type when you're ready, and then I'll start. Okay, I'm getting paid to wait for you guys, and you guys are wasting data on YouTube. I try to put my videos on places like Instagram Live, Facebook Live, Twitter, and all that. But what do I get? Insults. So I bring it to YouTube where I can monetize and make money off it. Are you guys ready? Okay, don't ask any silly questions. I can't see your face, all that nonsense. No distractions. Looks like everybody's ready. Okay, let's go. All right, ARK, then retire. I'll retire, don't worry, when it's time. I'm gonna remove you, okay? So you can't watch the video. Good, gone. Woodberry, like I said, is Olalekan Conley, his Hushpuppi's friend. Now, recently there was a huge raid in South Africa by the Hawks and the FBI. The Hawks are a South African elite law enforcement group, and the FBI came down there and they coordinated this raid together and arrested a lot of people in what they call the love lorn, a love scam. Those people that do romance scams, you know, the same Yahoo kind of, but romance scams, women will fall in love, send them, all that nonsense. It originated from Nigeria. A lot of people that they arrested were members of the Black Axe. Black Axe. Cultist groups. If you guys remember vividly, that when Woodberry was in South Africa, he did one very big Yahoo, and that Yahoo was called Alibaba on the streets. It was a BEC crime. They hacked into computers, stole money of companies, and it was a huge amount of money. Alibaba was a big amount of money. My source tells me that when the money came out, Woodberry kept the entire amount of money. He did not want to share with all the rest. So the cultist boys were ready to kill him. As they were planning to kill him, he got a tip, and he fled South Africa to Dubai. When he got to Dubai, okay, he went to live with Hushpuppi. That's how he got to Dubai. He fled South Africa. They almost killed him. When he got to Dubai, he settled the boys in South Africa and sent them their share of the money. The Yahoo itself, the BEC fraud crime, was on Woodberry's phone. He never deleted it. When you have a scammer who has never deleted a scam they just did, it just tells you that they're going to try it again. So now the FBI seized their phones, and that's part of the evidence they found in Woodberry's phone. Inside Woodberry's phone, okay, they found the Alibaba thing. To make out what it was, the FBI saw my report about it, and they really picked up on my report. I literally translated what was on that phone to them. Now, they asked him if he would cooperate. I believe they asked him if he would cooperate with them. What's happening is that his trial starts tomorrow, October 29th. But it might not be a trial, it might just be a hearing again, because we've had hearings 3 or 4 times this year. However, the hearing tomorrow, okay, we have another hearing on November 4th, all right? Myself and the Bloomberg reporter, Evan Ratliff, who did the Hushpuppi story with me, Evan's going to log in, and go on the phone line. They give us a phone line to call, Pacer, United States phone system, to enter the courtrooms. When we get on the Pacer system tomorrow, we can hear anything and everything. We might be able to hear something as, oh, Woodberry wants to do a plea deal. To me, it looks likely to be a plea deal. The last hearing on August 6th, Woodberry said he wanted the case dismissed or he wants to go to trial, which will be 2022. Trial is not a good thing. You can't have a jury. You're Nigerian. They'll convict you instantly. Um, Drop all charges and, let the, end the trial. Excuse me. Drop all charges and let him go. That's hard. That's going to be very hard for him because there's really amounts of fraud he did. 15.2 million hidden in Bitcoin. And it's money that belongs to a law firm. So that's what I'm hearing. So what is Woodberry going to do now? What we decided, is we're trying to find out whether they're going to do a plea deal tomorrow or not. I won't know until tomorrow. We can get there and say no trial, plea deal. That's what happened with Hushpuppi. There was no trial. We waited since when? June of 2020 to go to trial on July 27th, 2021. A whole year, no trial. He did a plea deal in April. We're all surprised. So for all I care, Woodberry may have done a plea deal too. Because this lovelorn thing, this South African thing, are the very same guys Woodberry did the Yahoo with. You know those same guys I was telling you about, the Black Axe, the cultist groups that wanted to kill him? Well, they have arrested almost every member of the Black Axe and the other co-fraternity. I think it's AA or IA or something, but they've, arrested them. And the FBI has told the world that this thing originated from Nigeria. And so the South African police says the same. Now, if you like to do Yahoo a lot, if you like to scam people, like to go on the internet, scam women, scam people, have them send you money. If you're going to do those kind of things outside Nigeria, be prepared to go to the US with the FBI. Because once the FBI arrests you, they'll take you with them. You have no choice. Extraordinary rendition. Okay? It's not extradition. It's not deportation. It's not expelled. It's extraordinary rendition. They take you by force from a third country. That's not your country. Somewhere you're living, somewhere you're vacationing, and they take you straight to America. Simple. Abba Kyari, for all I know, is going back to work very soon on desk duty. That's reportedly what I'm hearing. The SIP has seen him. They're waiting for recommendations, and the IGP is saying there's no formal request for extradition. So I don't know where all this stuff came from. So Hushpuppi is waiting to be sentenced. He was supposed to be sentenced in October, but then tomorrow is the 29th, so we still have what? One more day. If Hushpuppi is not sentenced tomorrow, okay, then it'll be November, he'll be sentenced, or January or December. But tomorrow is technically the last working day of November, Friday the 29th. So that's all I have to say to you guys, all right? Woodberry tomorrow appears in court. Journalists around the world dial into the PACER system. PACER is the United States Federal Court phone system that was designed for COVID and all that. We can hear them in the courtroom. Any questions, please? You guys have any questions? No questions? I see somebody here, Bridget Ito. You don't have to retire. You still have many years. Well, I don't have money. That's the thing. I don't have money to do investigative journalism anymore, and people don't donate, so I'm not into it anymore. After this fraud cases, I'm done. I'm doing something else outside. I'm going into governance, and I'm going to be, working on my son is opening a record label, so I'm going to be doing other things. When I get my page back on Instagram, they disabled my page because they said I spammed. So I want to do a petition for everybody to sign so I can get my page back. If I get my page back, then I continue stuff. But my fan page is open. Dr. Kemi Olunlayo, and Zamo Bubu said the FBI were here in South Africa about 3 weeks ago. Kemi's correcting her reporting. Yep, that's what happened. They came and they busted that whole love scam stuff. And many Nigerians were arrested, especially the cultist groups, the head of the Black Axis, some of them. So anyone living in South Africa will know that kind of stuff. Sledge says, have you heard of Miguna Miguna? No, I don't know who that is. From Kenya, now exiled in Canada. Check him out. No, I'm not interested. I don't know anything about him. I really don't need to. Right now, all I know, can the plea deal be reversed? Plea deals cannot be reversed. You have to actually read it well, and your lawyer is there, and you agree and you sign. Once you sign the plea deal, you can't reverse it. You have to agree on what they say. Let's see. Ace IT said, good evening, Dr. Kemi. What is your analysis on the stretch or delay recommended? I just said it. Okay. There's no formal extradition for Kyari. That's what the IGP says. Kyari is going back to work very soon because he's the one that has the key to the bandits. And Hushpuppi is a liar. I told you that yesterday. People were abusing me on all platforms. Hushpuppi is a liar. He knows how to drag people into his lies. You know what I mean? Instead of him to name all the people that he sponsored, all the women, all the bloggers, OAP, he wouldn't do that. But he knows how to mention people's names. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. FRU, I update on your space on Twitter. No, I don't have time. I don't want to be doing spaces anymore until I'm approved for ticketed spaces. I'm wasting my time on spaces. I'm spending 4, 5, 6, 7 hours on there. I need to make the money. Okay, if you guys want to advertise on it and you want to sponsor it, then I'll go back. But I need money. Dishi, Helen, have you heard from your son and the father? What's the DNA result? Helen, my son has called him, okay, for the DNA test, August 13. Where are we now? October, September, October. We're heading to November 13, 3 months. He has refused to release the DNA results. So I told my son that he should message him on WhatsApp every single day. And the line is like, hi, Dad, please, I need to know my DNA results. And I also need you to send money to my mom for my 18 years of back child support. My mom struggles every day. The very same message every day for 30 days, different versions of the message. Screenshot it, send to me, and hopefully one of these days I'll make a slideshow of it. He's refused to talk to my son. The last message he sent to my son was, I'm trying to share some information with you, but instead you're yelling at me and all. My son doesn't like people yelling at him. Okay, and he told her, how dare you yell at me? He doesn't understand what he's dealing with. He doesn't understand that his child is autistic. So when you're ready for that information, call me. That's what he said. When he's ready for that information, call him. This is September now. My son has called almost endlessly. He has not responded to my son. So he's hiding the DNA test. We want to know what it is. His ugly sister said she can't help me because she wasn't in the picture when her brother impregnated me. Fumi Ogunade, she's a really dumb thing, very ugly woman. She has glasses thick as, I don't know. But anyway, their horrible mother has died, so she didn't get to see my son. Remember the mother that stood by him? He'll be 65 years old in December. I just turned 58. So let's see what happens. But I'm going to do some interviews, new interviews, okay? Dr. Kemi, what do you have to say about what's going on with Maria and Chief Priest Grace? What you need to do is go to Daddy Free's YouTube and go watch my interview about Maria. It's just too messy and long. I did an interview. We were on Instagram Live for 2.5 hours. Myself, Daddy Freeze, Pretty Mike, Pepe Room, and Solomon Bucci were all on that live together. Okay, 4 people at once, and then we take one person out. At one point, I left, I came back. So go look at Daddy Free, you'll see it. Daddy Freeze cut it into two. The part with Pepe Room and Pretty Mike and Solomon Bucci, one video, and then the part with me, one video. So go watch it over there. But basically, the summary of it is I just said Maria made a mistake of dating a married man before he cleared his marital mess. You know what I mean? And Chief Priest is a family man. He has a right to protect family. That's his job. And he's very good at it. We need more Chief Priests out there to call out side chicks. But at the end of the day, Maria made a mistake. You don't date or befriend married men, especially when they're going through divorce. Make sure that divorce is fine before you go. Maria's too beautiful and too classy to be dragged like that. And the way they dragged Paulo into it, Paulo Koye, was not good. Paulo Koye ended up posting the number for Chief Priest and said he was doing giveaway. Chief Priest posted the number. They posted each other's number. It was just a mess. And it became very childish. You know, I messaged both of them, and both of them took their post down. As for Kelvin's brother, who is saying Chief Priest is not related to us, I've never seen him before. He's talking garbage. Ignore him. You know what happened with Two-Face, right? When the Peru and Annie thing, all these Two-Face relatives opened their mouths, and everybody just was just in-laws are so fucking annoying. They need to get out of there. So, Game World, can't you say you signed under duress and fear? Sign what? Are you talking to me? Sign, what is he talking about? You signed under duress. Sign what? Game World, I don't know what you're talking about. Type it again. I didn't sign anything. So Kiari free of all charges. I didn't say that. I didn't say he's free of all charges. I'm just telling you what's going on. The same thing. Somebody behind says, so is he getting away with it? Getting away with what? Was he even in anything? Hushpuppi is a liar. You know? You don't know the kind of person Hushpuppi was. Made me beg Linda Ikeji so I can get money from him. Then him and Linda were watching the video laughing together. You know, he mentioned Linda's name. Talking Mac and Linda. But all of them have rejected him. He mentioned Bukola Saraki's name. Dino Melaye, he claims that he did the hotels for them over there. Those ones have said they don't own any hotel, you know? So, that's his palaver. You know what I mean? How's Tiwa doing? I haven't been able to talk to Tiwa. The people saying that, okay, some people called me. 2 celebrities called me. I don't want to mention their name. Very annoying. I'm so glad that God exposed them because, see, some of my prayers at night is that I want God to expose evil people around me. And God has exposed those 2. Okay, they called me. Oh, you should have called, you should have, I'm scared, you should have talked to Tiwa, you should have do. No. Tiwa did not tell anybody about her sex tape privately. She told the world in a radio station. Okay, so I told her what I need to advise her publicly. When I finished the write-up, I sent it to her first. Okay, Tiwa normally will respond to me on WhatsApp or call me. She didn't respond. Okay, I'm not a fool. Okay, when I turn my read receipts up on WhatsApp and you read what I sent you and it goes blue check marks, Tiwa read it. She didn't call me, she didn't respond, and I put it out to the public. That's what I wanted to do. So all these people say I've contacted her privately. I did, but I'm not waiting for a reply. And another thing, she did not tell people privately that she had a sex tape. She announced it to the world. If you put it to social media, we will report it. Okay, I'm going to treat Naira Marley in a few minutes because I'm going to blast people. Okay, let the lights come. Because our gen goes on at 7, and I think it's almost 7. When the gen comes on, I'm going to do a video because Naira Marley is in trial now, and the music industry, the industry in general, you see what they're doing? Once again, like they did in 2018, everybody's quiet. Everybody's not talking. Everybody's watching the EFCC nail Naira Marley with what? 56,000 pages of documents. Nobody's even saying anything. That's how they are in Nollywood. Look at when I lost my page. Everybody I was following, I sent information to them. I said, please let me post and promote my page. Remember when Tunde Idnot lost his page? Everybody was promoting him. help me promote my page. All the people I was following, I don't want to mention them. Nobody even looked at the DM, except Daddy Freeze and Blessed CEO. My page has 52,000 people. It was my medical page in Canada at Dr. Kemi Olunloyo. Medical page in Canada. I opened it. It's now at 80 something thousand. So 30,000 came through Daddy Freeze and what's his name? Blessing CEO and maybe a couple of Insta blog posts. But at the end of the day, nobody cares about you in this business. Everybody's quiet about Naira Marley now, and it's wrong. So I'm going to put that out there. It's very, very wrong. People should talk. They were quiet like that when he was in the prison. I'm the only one that was talking and Daddy Shoki, that kind of stuff. Okay, the Abakiari stuff, Cruise Nation, you have to watch the video over. Bridget, so who's yelling? It said yelling does not solve problems. Who's yelling? I don't understand what you're talking about. Zamo, Boo Boo, all these fake names. Please educate me. Now that Hush and his friends have been arrested for a year, would one be ignorant to assume that these ones, lavish guy, now stripped up? No, they don't have any money. Hushpuppi has nothing left. Hushpuppi does not have a penny left. Even the lawyer does not have anything. You know, Lou Shapiro is literally representing him for free at the end. Their money has finished. That's why I feel so for Woodberry. Woodberry talking about drop my charges of trial. His mother has no money anymore. The Range Rover he bought for his mother, I heard they sold it. I heard they sold it so he can get legal fees for him. Let me see who else is here. You can share the videos you featured in on your YouTube page. What video is that? What are you talking about, Grace? Game World said my question was grounds on contesting it. Okay, did he say no, you don't sign this kind of thing under duress. This is not Nigeria. You read everything well, your lawyer discusses it with you, okay, and you sign it. It's not they don't force you to do that stuff. Okay, fuck Google, let's remove you because you said I'm lying. You gotta go. You can't be on my channel, blocked. All right, so that's it. Kemi, are you into crypto? Yeah, I have a wallet. You want to give me money? I have Bitcoin. If you want my Bitcoin, whatever, check on other posts. You'll see it there. Donate to that because in 2022, I'm going to governance. And governance is not politics. I'm not campaigning for anybody and I'm not running for anything, but I'm going to be working in the area of governance. You know, the people that want to be in office, I'm going to be doing interviews. And on Monday, I'm launching a talk show, guys. You'll see it. The talk show is going to be interviews with people, interesting people. Some interviews will be Instagram Live, others will be in person. All interviews are coming to YouTube right after. So don't worry, you'll see it on YouTube. Any other questions? I guess that's it today, right? So tomorrow, 29th, Woodberry. Now bear with me. Woodberry is 6 hours behind us. That trial starts at 10 a.m., so that's 4. So let's see. If anything happens, I won't know till 4. So maybe I do a video tomorrow night, like 7. Okay? Like 7 o'clock, and then I'll do that. What's my take on the E-Naira? The E-Naira is a very good idea. In fact, I want to get the merchant one so that people can be paying me, you know? People can be paying me for my services. Like, say, if you want to take, look, my 500,000 page on Instagram, my verified page that Instagram disabled that I'm fighting to get back, my adverts were 150K over there. Okay, now I have 80 something thousand now. Page is really slow, but anybody that wants to advertise on it, I'm doing 20K. 20K. So instead of like sending 20K to First Bank, they can send it to me, you know, via the E-Naira thing. It's very good. However, yesterday, I noticed that the message that First Bank sent out to customers only had the Google Play Store. It didn't have the App Store. So with my iPhone, I went to the App Store, I downloaded it. Everything was fine. It's updated. But something just told me not to enter anything because it could be a scam. I want to make sure that there's already a fake website telling people that the CBN got 50 billion to disperse. That's fake information. Then I want to make sure there's nobody cloning their app. So I put my bank account number, my BVN, no. So I stopped. I didn't enter. I deleted it. So as soon as I deleted it, early this morning, I saw a message that they've removed it from the Play Store because the rating was very low. Okay. The Play Store is Android, and some things just don't work well with Android. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my take on the E-Naira. Let them fix it first. The app is going to be fixed. This is the upgrade. Tony Roma is in Dubai prison. That much I know. I don't know the guy's real name. The other guys they arrested are still in Dubai prison, except Sikiru, who fled, who came home. I've already talked about Naira Marley issue. People are not talking about Naira, and I'm going to address it tonight. I'm going to post it on Instagram. This is how the industry is. Um, you see that E-Naira now? That should have been launched by Naira Marley with Buhari. But if not for all this rubbish going on. You know, I mean, the father of your son yelling does not solve problem. Oh, okay. He needs to mellow down and release a DNA test. Leave him alone. I'm planning for my son to go to that very same place that he took my son. It's just an annoying thing. He'll have to take the train to New Jersey. And my son remembers the place, but because he's autistic, I'm wondering how he's going to handle it because he wasn't the one that ordered it. He was the one they took the test for, but I think he has a right. So I told him to tell his caseworker, you know, on how to go about it, so they should release it to him. Once they release it that he's the father, let me tell you something. He's already the father. I know that. Okay, if he does not release that DNA test, the conversation he had with the DIG, his friend, okay, I'll release it on the internet. On that conversation, it was like, oh my God, you should see the boy. He looks just like me. He's my son. My son is Babs Jr. He was all blasting. Meanwhile, there was a third party on the line who was asked to listen to the conversation and not say a word. That third party is related to him. And that third party recorded the conversation. And I have that conversation. If he doesn't release that DNA test, if I release that audio, he will be fired from his job. I'm telling you, you don't know what ethics can do. Guys, I'm done. I gotta go, okay? I hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure you're subscribing, okay? Subscribe, the notification button, and I have some good news for you. My YouTube fans, I love you guys. You're just phenomenal. You're the best. You never abuse me, nothing. You know what I want you guys to do? I want to join, what they call this thing, TikTok. You know, I do some Kemi Talks comedy skits and all, but since they took my page on Instagram, it's very hard for me. A lot of my skits were in there. So I have to go down in my laptop and look for things. But I want you to join Kemi Olunloyo TV. Same handle as my YouTube on TikTok, okay? TikTok, just type Kemi Olunloyo TV. Follow them. I haven't posted anything, but I will be posting. There was something that I did today. Yeah. Lena John said, what about South Africa? The other day you said there was a huge raid. We talked about it already. You know, I talked about it already. That raid was the love scam. The FBI took a few Nigerian cult members with them. And Woodberry cooperated with that. That's why we're all wondering whether tomorrow Woodberry's trial will be canceled too, and they'll tell him they give him 5 or 10 years. We just don't know. You know what I mean? So just watch the video again. I did something this morning, and it was about Oye Kine, the PA to Bobrisky. Bobrisky's former PA that said she was pregnant. So she contracted COVID-19, and they said she was dead. Later on, her friend said she isn't dead. She was in a coma. I don't know if she's going to come out of it, but they're saying that she actually took the vaccine. I don't understand it, but this lady took the vaccine, and the next day they tested her. She was COVID positive. So why did she go into a coma? The vaccine, maybe, because AstraZeneca, not all the vaccines are the same. I don't want to tell you guys not to take your COVID vaccine. I have to take it, okay, even though I have medical exemption, but they wouldn't let me enter Dubai. Okay, Dubai is having a concert that Paulo Coelho does, One Africa, and I want to get involved with that. I'm taking my son. My son needs no visa. He has a U.S. passport. I need a visa. Okay, I have a U.S. green card and Nigerian passport. So, Momfa, I contacted Momfa today to tell me the best travel agent, because I don't want to be ripped off by anybody. to give me his travel agent so I can get tickets and I can do the right thing. You know what I mean? But I cannot enter Dubai without the vaccine. I must. I must have, you know. Visiting South Africa, I don't visit anywhere. You guys have to pay for my trip, my visa, everything. If you want me to come, because the African tour is coming, but somebody has to sponsor it, you know. So I don't push for any vaccine, okay? The government is not paying me to push for anything. The government has never paid me or hired me, so I'm not pushing for anything. Every health information I gave out there last year in my COVID series, I did it for free, okay? And a lot of the stuff was not even monetized. The ones I investigated, people donated some, but it was never enough. So I'm done pushing anything for the government. Okay, guys, good night. I'll see you again. Go to Instagram, Dr. Kemi Olunloyo, TikTok, Kemi Olunloyo TV. And I'm on Twitter most of the time. You see Facebook and Instagram, that Instagram page that I have there, like an admin actually posts everything for me. I'm not there half the time. I tell her, post this, post the status. I'll tell her what to post, she posts it. But on Twitter, it's me. And I host Twitter Spaces, you know, every now and then. And it's me tweeting. So if you notice, the tweets are taken to Instagram. Okay, Instablog takes my tweets and all that, you know, that kind of stuff. U.S. citizenship, I don't know if I want it. I really don't know if I want it. I don't really want to live in the U.S. anymore. I don't want that life. You know that life, paying bills, all that. And I don't have the energy to work anywhere. You know what I mean? Pharmacy, you can forget it. I'm not standing again 12-hour days. I have carpal tunnel syndrome, and then I have not easy at all, guys. I'm actually getting retirement. I want to just collect my money. Do you understand what I mean? That kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys then.